Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NanoBlitz podcast. My name is Ben Edelman, and I'm here with Ethan Silver.
Yo, what's up, guys? Crazy. Okay, let me just get into something right away. We filmed the last podcast. When was it? When are we
It was,
filming?
I think, last Wednesday, maybe.
Last Wednesday? I think that's right. Uh, anyways, later that day, like somewhere within like 12 hours of us recording it, Odell signed with the Rams. uh, it was pretty crazy. I definitely did not expect Odell to go to the Rams.
And I mean, since this is a little later analysis on this signing, we've seen what he's done in a game, even in a limited fashion. So we'll be able to get a little more content than just like if we were talking about it like the day after it happened.
Yeah, I actually it is kind of nice. And but let me talk. I do wish that he did have a better game for the Rams.
Yeah, it definitely could have been better.
2 receptions, 18 yards, and a first down. And also, if you were watching that game, you know that Odell screwed up, cut his route short, Matt Stafford interception. Not like it mattered too much anyways, because that game was doomed from the start. But it kind of kicked off that momentum for the 49ers to absolutely kill the Rams. And I do not know where the Rams are going. And especially with Odell here now, I really couldn't tell you what's going to happen.
This has been a Super Bowl favorite. We're definitely going to talk about that more later when it's their game. But
yeah,
for sure, there's definitely a lot of question marks there. But
yeah.
I know you're a Giants fan, Ethan, and I know Odell's one of your favorite players. So what are your thoughts on the Odell trade for not even just the Rams as a team, but Odell himself?
So Odell is one of my favorite players of all time. I was a little boy when he made the catch, and everyone knows about how if you were a little boy when he made that catch, everybody dyed their hair, all that. Odell has been like a household name for me forever because I always said he needs to get out of Cleveland. He'll be the best receiver. And yeah, he played one game with the Rams. It was, first game, jitters maybe. So I'm not ruling him out like as a chance, but if he's only even getting 3 targets a game, what's he really going to do with it?
That's true.
I
mean, that's still more than he got in Cleveland, though, honestly.
Okay. So in this year, he played 6 games with Cleveland and had a target or had 5 targets in about all of them. 5 targets to Odell.
Wow. You see, that's insane. That someone they're paying that much as well as giving up that draft capital. I mean, whose fault is that really? Like, I couldn't put my finger on whose fault it was. It Odell for running bad routes? Was it Baker just not throwing it to him?
Like,
I really cannot put my finger on. I think it was a bit of a mix.
It was a mix because, he did have 17 receptions this season with Cleveland before he got waived and then Rams picked him up. He had 17 receptions and 11 of them were for first downs. So he clearly wasn't making like an issue, but also play call could have been an issue because 26 yards was his longest reception for the Browns. And I don't get it really. I mean, it's clear Odell was the worst Odell on the Browns. Mm-hmm. And I think on the Rams, he will be better than he was on the Browns. Nowhere near he was on the Giants, though. Because on the Giants, he was the best receiver in the NFL.
No,
what?
I wouldn't say that.
I would. Odell was incredible. Maybe not like
he was incredible
in the NFL because like Julio Jones,
and AB,
Antonio Brown, those guys, but he's up there. He was a top 5 guy, and let's just see what happens with the Rams. I'm glad I got to watch him play, even though he had 3 targets, 2 receptions, and the other target that wasn't a reception was him basically forcing an interception for the 49ers. But I'm excited still. And obviously one game isn't going to determine how I feel about this. I think Odell is still a really talented player, and I think he just kind of needs to get into the groove with it. This is probably the best quarterback he's ever played with, and I love Eli Manning. But Matthew Stafford is probably the best quarterback he's played with. So I'm excited, but also Cooper Kupp has the most receptions in the NFL. He also has the most yards and touchdowns. He's a good player. It's going to be tough competing with him. And Robert Woods. It's going to be tough. But we'll have to just wait and see. But that's all I really have to say about Odell.
Yeah. If you guys haven't noticed yet, there's something we haven't talked about yet. And that is something that I wanted to talk about a lot. Cam Newton former MVP is back with the Carolina Panthers. And I could not be happier. This is a move that, keep in mind, this is after he played that game where he scored 2 touchdowns on his first 2 plays. But even before that, this is a good move for both sides. Cam Newton, I mean, he's been sitting on the couch the entire year so far. He's remained unsigned. We all know how it went last year with New England. It wasn't pretty. But this is his possibly last chance to prove that he can still be a starter in the league. And for the Panthers, it makes perfect sense as well. I mean, Sam Darnold, even when he was healthy, sure, he was good the first 3 games, but he has regressed significantly in the time after that. I honestly don't know what happened. It may be a combination of play calling or the best player on the offense being out in Christian McCaffrey, or just overall regression. But this move just makes sense for the Panthers. What do they have to lose? This Carolina Panthers team, everyone was shocked when we started out 3-0. This was not a team that was supposed to be contending this year. This was probably year 2. This was year 2 of the rebuild. I mean, not this past offseason, but 2 off seasons ago, we completely destroyed the team. I mean, Cam Newton left, but obviously he's back. Kuechly retired. Greg Olsen left. Kawan Short left. Plenty of players left, and we really had to rebuild the team from ground up with only a few remaining players. But now we overexceed expectations. We were still in the race for the playoffs at 4-5, although we had been dropping games because we started off 3-0 and then we went to 4-5, which is not good. But Cam Newton, if anyone's going to take us to the playoffs, it's going to be Cam Newton.
I mean, not only is it going to be Cam Newton, but wouldn't you want it to be Cam Newton?
Yeah, it's perfect. And even if he's not, I mean, I personally think he'll be decent. I don't think he'll be obviously what he once was, but I think he'll be decent. I think that the defense, which is currently ranked number 2 in the entire NFL in yards, I think the defense we just need a reliable quarterback. We just need someone that doesn't completely mess up the games like Darnold was doing in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
Cam Newton can do that, we'll go to the playoffs. This defense will be able to hold this young defense led by Gilmore, who's been amazing. They've played outstanding this year. They've exceeded all my expectations, and I'm really happy about that. Brian Burns, someone who I thought was going to be amazing. He's living up to my expectations. Hassan Reddick, absolutely probably the best player on our defense this year. Jeremy Chin, been amazing. Shaq Thompson, really underrated player who has took a lot of strides this year and is having his best year of his career. But that defense, combined with Christian McCaffrey on the offense, Cam Newton just needs to not make mistakes and play decent, and we will be a playoff team.
Superman, they don't call him Superman for no reason.
There's just an energy that he brings in games. I mean, you could see it the first game he played, even though he wasn't even at home. He just brings an energy that you want in your locker room. One of the best leaders in the NFL, honestly.
So listen to this. I would argue this is one of the best surrounding offenses Cam Newton has had ever. One of the better surrounding defenses he's had. And really, all that this team was missing was a quarterback that they can trust. And if you can name one quarterback in Panthers history that you could trust the most, it's going to be Jake No, it's going to be
Cam Newton.
It's going to be Cam Newton. Their only MVP ever. I'm sorry. I'm just super excited for Cam Newton. It's funny too because Cam Newton and Odell both joined these teams pretty around the same time here, and they're like good friends. They train together.
Oh, they are good friends.
They are good friends. So it's nice to see this. I'm so excited though, and I'm really excited actually. In assuming Cam's been named the starter, right?
It's not official, but he's taken reps as QB1. He's gonna be the starter. Look, maybe PJ Walker did not play bad on last Sunday though, so look for him to still get some snaps. But Cam Newton's probably gonna play the majority of snaps.
I think Cam Newton is actually. I disagree. I think Cam Newton played significantly better, even though you really didn't see much from Cam. He had one rushing attempt, three rushing attempts, 1 touchdown, and then 4 passing attempts, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, you really didn't see enough from him, but it was just nice to see him back.
But I think I'm just saying that also because, oh my God, Cam Newton in a Panthers jersey is just so nice.
I think everyone, not only Panthers, I mean, obviously Panthers fans are the most happy about it, but
Yeah.
I think the entire league is just happy to see Cam back in a Panthers jersey.
Yeah,
It's really nice to see.
The only team I can't really see being happy about this are the Falcons, the Bucks, and the
Oh yeah. And when we released him back in 2019, I really didn't like how it ended. I thought that we should have treated our best franchise quarterback like ever with more respect than that. And I'm really happy that we brought him back and he may get a chance to retire as a Panther. I'm really like that we mended our relationship with him. That's really great to see.
This is a story. This is a story. But I honestly, I know I hate to jump around like this, but can we talk about Washington Panthers first?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Or do you want to do Pats Falcons just because that's in?
Yeah, we'll do Pats Falcons. I mean, that game's happening in about an hour, so let's talk about that game.
It's in 40 minutes, and this is actually Cam Newton's career rivals versus his old team.
And Cordell Patterson is ruled out in this game.
Yeah, and also Jacoby Myers, congratulations. Last week he scored his.
Yeah, and it was not from Mac Jones, not from Cam Newton. It was from Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer threw his first touchdown pass, his first touchdown reception to Jacoby Myers. So that's fun. Falcons Patriots. This is such an interesting game because it's really not. I'm taking Patriots. I think the Falcons are just so weird of a team, and why do I feel like they'll probably win this?
I'm picking the Falcons in this game. I feel like
you know what feeling I'm feeling right now?
Huh?
How last week I was like, not last week. 2 weeks ago when they played the Saints, I was like, I kind of want to take the Falcons, and you were like, no, don't bet on the Falcons. I was like, yeah, true. Let me take the Saints. I take the Saints, Falcons win, and I'm feeling the same feeling here, but I'm gonna take the Patriots still because you're taking the Falcons.
I'm going with the Falcons. The Falcons, they've been one of the weirdest teams this year. I don't even know how to describe them. Like, technically they're in the playoff push, but everyone knows they're not going to make the playoffs, right? But I say like right until they actually do it. That's the thing.
I feel like they will make the playoff. No, I don't feel like they will. But if they do, they'll lose in the first round anyways.
That's still really good though. If they somehow squeeze their way into the playoffs, that's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, but also it's just ruining your draft picks.
I don't look at it. I think if you make the playoffs, I do not care about my draft pick. We are a playoff team.
You're telling me if the Giants made the playoffs last year, it would be a good thing?
Yes.
I disagree.
I would always take winning over a pick. Maybe not winning like meaningless games, like if it's nowhere near the playoffs, but if you have a shot to make the playoffs, that does a lot for the team. That gives playoff experience to the team. Even if it's just one game, that gives playoff experience to the entire team. I think it's just always better to make the playoffs.
I guess so. But
I mean, wait. One more thing about that. You saw Washington. Everyone was saying that's kind of the same thing about them last year. They almost beat Tom Brady in their game. Any team can beat any team.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, on paper. But do you really see the Falcons going against, like, I don't even know.
I don't think they're making the playoffs. It was just a broader discussion.
Yeah, that's true. I'm taking the Patriots, though.
I'm taking the Falcons. You want to talk about Panthers now?
Dude, Cam Newton is such a beloved player to me. And I know a lot of people don't like Cam, but I love Cam Newton, regardless of Ben always talking about him. Which he really doesn't, actually.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been on the team in 2 years.
I mean, Ben, if there's a player that he talks about the most, he knows what I'm going to say. If there's a player he talks about the most, it's Brian Burns.
Yeah.
And Christian McCaffrey.
And Jeremy
Those two guys, Ben cannot keep them out of his mouth. In some ways in some ways more than others. Like Ben is very interested in Brian Burns. But I'm going to take the Panthers this game too. I think Cam's hot, and I think that they have a really good team.
Well,
Washington's been underperforming.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Panthers as well. I mean, what a game for Cam to make his first official start. It's at home, and it's against his former coach.
Oh, this is wrong. No way.
That's
I wasn't
crazy.
even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about that. Ron, wow, that's
insane.
incredible. That's incredible. This is gonna be a great game. I might put this game on over the Colts Bills, to be honest with you.
I know this is what I'm gonna be watching.
Yeah. Speaking of Colts Bills, are you taking Panthers?
Yeah, I'm taking Panthers.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Colts Bills, though, I'm gonna take the Bills. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm taking the Bills as well. But
Okay.
you know what that means.
I mean, I'm not switching it. No way. There's no way the Colts beat the Bills.
No, I'm taking the Bills.
There's no way I don't take the Bills. I really would want to just for the comedic purposes, but I got to take the Bills here. I'm not stupid. So we both go Bills there. Ravens, Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Bills too. All right, so next up we have the Ravens versus the Bears. I mean, the Ravens coming off that really weird loss last week against Miami. I'm not going with the upset here. I'm taking the Ravens.
I think Ravens are one of the best teams in the league. Maybe not after that, but I still think they're a really good team, and I think that they are much better than the Bears. So I'm also going to take the Ravens. But if you need some reasons, I'll give you this. Bears offensive line bad. Ravens offensive line, hasn't been great, but much better than the Bears. Bears receivers are probably the only thing on the entire Bears team that they have an advantage over the Ravens in.
I mean, yeah, but even then, they haven't really been good. But it's not been their fault, but they haven't been good.
I mean, yeah, Justin Fields also hasn't been good.
Well, yeah, he's been playing exactly how a rookie quarterback usually plays.
I don't know. He's been a little worse.
I wouldn't say so.
I don't know. I would.
A little worse is Zach Wilson.
You think Zach Wilson's a little worse?
Maybe a little more than a little.
Zach Wilson, honestly, in some aspects of football, Zach Wilson is better than Justin Fields, or was at least, because Zach Wilson has a lot less to work with, to be fair.
I guess, but I don't think he's played better.
I don't think he's played better either. But in some aspects, I don't know. I really don't think
Fields started off really bad, but he's gotten a little better. Actually no, last game he played terribly, but the game before that against the game he played against the Niners, I really liked what I saw.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm taking the Ravens anyways.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens too. I don't think this game will be close. And hopefully it isn't for my fantasy team purposes. Because I know.
Next up,
Packers Vikings.
Packers Vikings. That's fun. Division game. These games always go interesting.
Oh yeah, these are always crazy. This could go either way.
If you want my input, I'm gonna take the Packers just because I think that they have a really good defense. And not just because I know people have been saying, wow, they've been so good because Seattle, they shut out Seattle. They shut out Russell Wilson for the first time in his career. They've been good before that, guys.
Yeah, it's been really one of the most surprising defenses this year, honestly.
I agree because run stop was a big question. But they have definitely been very good. So I'm gonna take the Packers. I think the Vikings honestly aren't as good as some people say, and I don't think they're as bad as some people say too. They're very mixed.
No, we've talked about the Vikings a lot in this aspect. Like we've talked about before, how they have all the talent on paper, but they just can't. They can. It's like every season of theirs is the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, really.
I completely agree.
They start off terribly. Their talent finally starts playing up to their talent level, and they make a push like into the wild card, and then they lose in the first round. That's what's been happening for the past couple of years.
I mean, yeah, the Vikings, pure talent-wise, have one of the best rosters in the NFL.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they have talent. They have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Even Kirk Cousins isn't half bad. On defense, too, they have Harrison Smith and Eric Kendricks. Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, Danielle Hunter. They just have everybody.
They just can't put it together.
They really do. They have a great team.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay in this one too, but I could easily see the Vikings winning this.
I can't easily see them. I disagree. I think Green Bay takes this. Fun one. If this was 20 like 14, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is the best game. The Lions Browns.
You gonna take your pick first?
I mean, it's clear. It's clear as it could be. It's the Browns.
Yeah, I mean,
Lions are the worst team in the league, and I remember if you've been like binging these podcasts for whatever reason, which I doubt you have been, but if you have been, you've probably heard me go from being so confident in the Lions to being so like not confident in the Lions. Yeah. I started this season when they lost to the 49ers. I was like, oh my God, wait, they're good though. And then they managed to find a way to lose every single game, except for one.
Besides last game.
Except for one.
That was the worst game of football I think I've ever seen.
That was a bad game. Wasn't it?
And we'll talk more about the Steelers near the end of this, but yeah, not good for the Steelers. I'll say that.
Moving on to another. If only Derek was here.
Oh wait, Ethan, we didn't get my game pick for the last one. I'm actually going to take the Browns.
Oh, you're actually going to take the Browns?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
A little bit of a shocker today.
Jeez. Texans Titans. Another. I really wish Derrick Henry would play in this game.
Yeah, he dropped at least 30 fantasy points.
Dude would go crazy against the division. Not only, but probably the worst team in the division. I probably would take.
No, they definitely are.
I take Jacksonville over this team. I'm taking the Titans, by the way. I really hate not picking upsets, but there's not that many like big toss-up games this week, for me at least.
There's some for me. I think that Vikings-Packers game is a toss-up. Patriots-Falcons, I think that's a toss-up. And there's a couple, actually. I'm taking the Titans as well. That they continue to win even without Derrick Henry. And I think that the Texans are not going to stop them, considering that they're the Texans.
Who do the Texans have to stop them anyway?
No one.
Exactly. So we're both going Titans there. Speaking of that division, the AFC South, which is a mess. The Jaguars versus one of the best divisions in football, a team in there, probably I'd say the second worst team in the best division. The 49ers.
Yeah, they're coming off that win against the Rams, but
they beat the Rams. Let's be real. Yeah, they beat the Rams, but can we really say that they're better than the Rams?
Yes.
You think so? Really? You think they're better than the Rams?
I mean, matchup wise, yeah.
I don't know about that. I think both of these teams make the playoffs. Rams go crazy.
I disagree. The 49ers always beat the Rams. They're I think they've won their past I don't know the exact number. I may be wrong about this, but I'll just say that they've won the majority of their matchups against the Rams the past couple of years.
I mean, yeah, but that's this year. I'm talking about this year.
They won. They won this year too.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see when they play again. I'm sure they will split.
And are we going to talk about Debo Samuel? What is his role?
What's his deal?
Seriously, I mean,
what's his deal? What is this guy? Is he like a good player? I mean, he's clearly has talent. But is
he just a better version of Curtis Samuel?
Is he just like the perfect receiver, but only for the 49ers? I think that's exactly what
he's barely even a receiver, though. That's the thing.
Is he a running back that lines up?
Yes, he was at running back for 10 snaps last game.
Is he a running back that just comes in and lines up?
Maybe.
What is Debo?
I don't know.
Also, George Kittle did not pancake Von Miller.
Yes, he did. Well, he got a little help from Juice Check.
It was a hold.
It was not a hold.
It was a hold. When you're
it was a hold on Vaughn.
A man like that, I don't know.
I think it was a hold on Vaughn, if anything. But yeah, Debo Samuel. When you think about it, he really is just a better version of Curtis Samuel. A lot better, but.
Speaking of Kittle, by the way, that dude just went crazy last game.
Who?
George Kittle.
Oh, yeah. George Kittle's back, and I love to see it. One of my favorite players in the league, honestly. I still think that, obviously, this year Kelsey's been better, but I still think that George Kittle could be the best tight end in the league.
George Kittle, if he stays healthy, he has a ceiling to finish as one of the best tight end, maybe the best tight end ever.
Ooh, that is a bold take, but I like it and agree with it.
He's that good. I think currently Travis Kelce is the best, and I don't think Travis Kelce can finish the best ever because statistically he just doesn't have it.
Yeah, he started being amazing too late.
I mean, he's always been amazing.
He's always been good, but he's really taken that next step.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, what do you really want from Kelce? What else could he have done?
That's the thing, though. Like, what else could he have? Like, look at his stats. Like, what else could he really have done?
Player. It's
what stopped it? Like, what's really stopping him from being like the best tight end of all time?
This just reminds me of so many people we've seen that just have they get their chance in the NFL, but it's just too late. Like even Derrick Henry's career has started a little too late.
I mean, Ethan, besides his first year, he's had over 850 yards in every single one of his seasons.
Yeah, he's been great, but it's just not the same.
I don't know. Just what is stopping him? Like he has the statistics for it. Touchdowns and yards.
Yeah, but is he you're gonna put him over? Like if you can just project it, are you gonna put him over Gronk?
If he keeps this up for like 3 to 4 more years, yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I might need to look at these real quick. What game are we even talking about? The 49ers game?
We got a little off track, but we're talking about the 49ers game.
I'm gonna take the 49ers though.
Yeah, so am I. Oh, a fun game next. The Dolphins versus the Jets.
Oh my God, I couldn't care less.
I mean, I'm interested to see if the Dolphins are able to follow up this with also Joe Flacco starting in this game. Just to let you guys know.
Oh, so they're playing Ravens QBs back to back.
The arm punt master.
The arm punt machine. The machine.
I'm taking Miami. I think they'll follow up that surprising win against Ravens with a dominating win against the Jets. Get some momentum going, which they need.
Where did Joe Flacco go? Did he go to Delaware?
He might have. I don't know.
I don't know if it was.
I got to be honest with you, Ethan. I don't care that much about Joe Flacco.
Oh, what? No, it was either Delaware or Pittsburgh. I don't remember which one.
Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah, I mean technically he's just as good as Von Miller. If you look at it like that, because Von Miller has never won any other award like that besides Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, you could look at Pro Bowls and All Pros, and
technically he's as good as Drew Brees.
I mean, yeah. Who's to say he's not? Technically, he's better than Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, geez. What are we talking about? Dolphins. I think Dolphins are gonna win this.
Yeah. Moving on, Saints versus the Eagles.
Eagles are the worst. I hate them. I'm taking the Saints by. We'll do Saints by 7.
I'm taking the Eagles on this game.
I just spit out the water that I was just sipping on. Not actually though.
They've been pretty inconsistent the past couple games, but they've kept it close. They lost a close game to the Bucs. They killed the Lions. They killed the Broncos. Lost a close game to the Chargers. Lost a close game to the Raiders, and then won against the Panthers and lost big time to the Cowboys. But they're a team I really can't put my finger on what they are yet. Because same thing, which is exactly how I feel about their quarterback. I don't even know if Jalen Hurts will be good, but he's one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks in the league.
I feel that way about Jalen Hurts for sure, but I think the Eagles have been playing better than they actually are, and it's going to hit them one day.
It's possible. I don't think it'll hit them this game, though. I think that the Saints team led by Trevor Siemian, Kamara might not even play.
This is the kind of game, though, to be fair, this is the kind of game that the Saints lose.
It really is.
And then they'll go on and beat the Bills next week or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? They'll go on and beat the Bills.
That's the type of thing that would happen.
That's the type of shit, but I'm still going to take the Saints.
All right. I'm taking Eagles. Next up, Bengals versus the Raiders.
Yeah, into our 4:00 games. And this is actually a
good game. I mean, the Bengals have kind of slid a little.
I mean, Raiders have been on the biggest downfall, like one of the most historic downfalls in NFL history, I'd say. Like, really?
Not really. What's their record? Are they 5-5?
If you think I'm talking about their record, you need to go look at the news.
Oh no, I know about the news, but they've still didn't. Actually, no, they lost to the Giants. All bets are off.
I hate you. Oh my God! You look what Monday Night Football is.
I already know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I take the Bengals in this game. I think that they're actually they've been kind of in a slump. Both of these teams have one way or another, but the Bengals just got killed by the Browns before their bye week, and I think they're going to have a nice bounce back win.
I think the Bengals probably will win this, but I don't count the Raiders out.
Oh, I think this is actually going to be surprisingly one of the best games of the day.
I'm going to take the Raiders.
All right, I like it.
I mean, if any team needs a win here, it's going to be the Raiders because, wow, they are a mess. We have not talked about it too much because we don't want to get into that because this is a football podcast. But
it's just like we haven't talked about the Deshaun Watson situation much.
Who? Who? Oh, geez. Ooh, this next game is awesome.
Yeah, next game, in my opinion, the two best. I don't care that the Chiefs have been kind of not as good this year. Two best offenses, in my opinion, in the league. Chiefs versus Cowboys. And oh my goodness, this is the best game of the week. This is going to be 100. These teams could score 100 points combined.
Oh, you're sounding like me when I was predicting Chiefs Bills.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen.
Yeah, it definitely could. Who are you going to choose?
Ooh, I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this game.
Let's go. I'm going Cowboys, baby. I hate that team, but I'm going Cowboys because I actually think Cowboys are winning this game.
I think the Cowboys actually do have a better offense in this year so far, but I think that it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they might finally be back to form. It may have taken until midseason, but I think they might finally be back to form.
Sorry about this. I didn't really mention this. The video will be coming this Thanksgiving break.
Oh.
If for those of you who might not know or are new to the podcast, last week I made a bet with basically myself that the Ravens will 100% beat the Dolphins. Of course I said that because then it's 22-10 or something like that. Dolphins win. I have to jump in a pool in a suit. I don't know why that was what I thought of, but that's what I have to do. Video will be on our Instagram at NanoBlitz Podcast. It should be a
banger.
It should be a laugh, huh?
It should be. But
I take Cowboys, you got Chiefs.
Yeah, but also about that, the Dolphins saw that you made that bet and they decided to devise an entire new game scheme to counter Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, they actually tried.
I'm taking the Chiefs in this game, yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. And next, I was about to say another really good game, but I don't know this time.
Especially since Kyler Murray is still questionable.
And DeAndre Hopkins is still questionable.
DeAndre Hopkins, I think, will play. Kyler's.
I agree. I think he will play, but he is still.
He's listed as questionable. Here's the thing, though. The Cardinals' bye week is next week, so they could just sit them to get them extra week of rest.
Yeah, I know. Hopkins was a non-participant in Wednesday's practice, which is yesterday. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I hate doing this, but I feel like I do one of these every couple weeks. If D-Hop and Kyler are out, I'm going to take the Seahawks. But for right now, I'm going Cardinals.
I'm going to take the Cardinals either way.
You think either way?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think the Seahawks are a really, really bad team. Even with Russ.
Really?
I think they're so bad that Russ can't carry them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Cardinals all in as well.
Like, they are really good. They're by far it's not even a question they're the worst team in the division.
How come Steelers have to have like a spotlight game like this?
I don't know. Why is this a spotlight game? They just came off of a tie with the Detroit Lions.
No, they always do it. They had one against the Bears. I don't know why the NFL likes the Steelers so much. They had one against the Bears.
They are one of the biggest fan bases.
They had one against the Seahawks, but that was a good game, the OT.
Both of your teams have primetime games.
Oh, good. I can't wait to watch them both fucking lose. They're literally both. What do you want me to do about it? You want me to fake it? You want me to lie?
It's true.
It's true. I'm taking the Chargers against the Steelers.
And we should be allowed one F-bomb per episode.
Don't literally, Ben. Don't think that I'm gonna lie on Monday Night Football. What two teams haven't we talked about? Think about it, fans. What two teams hasn't it been yet? Monday Night Football. Giants, Buccaneers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So you're telling me the Steelers play one of the best offenses in the league, and then the Giants have to play one of the best teams in the league, that's reigning Super Bowl champions.
No, we'll do a little double header. Who do you predict for these two games? The prime time games.
So let me tell you something. I saw this because I'm a Giants fan. I follow a couple Giants fan accounts. Let me tell you the stats I've been seeing, trying to make it seem like this game's gonna be close. Daniel Jones has 6 total touchdowns, 600 yards, 48 for 77 versus Tampa Bay. And Daniel Jones is 0-2 versus Tom Brady. And the Patriots, like it's so stupid that they're trying to make this seem
maybe Giants fans are saying, like, if there's a full moon, they'll win.
Oh, did you see what I posted on my Instagram story?
No, I did not.
The Falcons tonight in 10 minutes, actually, the Falcons are playing the Patriots on the same night. There will be an eclipse set to last 3 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh my God.
28-3.
Shout out Ethan Levy.
Stars. It is
Shout out Ethan Levy. What?
It's written in the stars.
It's literally written in the stars.
It's perfect. But anyways, I'm gonna take the Chargers over the. You know what? No, I don't care. I'll take the Steelers over the Chargers.
Oh my God!
Just so I could pick a team I like.
Do not tell me you're gonna take the Giants.
I'm not taking the Giants, Ben. There's not a chance I take the Giants.
I'm going against both of your teams. I'm taking the Chargers and Bucks.
I'm taking the Buccaneers too. Are you crazy? If I take the Giants over the Bucks, I am delusional.
Yeah.
I accept that. So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna take the Buccaneers and be safe. Steelers I actually think have a chance against the Chargers here, but
yeah, they do.
Buccaneers are probably gonna beat the Giants. If the Giants
the Giants will win. Don't make another bet.
I'll be so happy. For the Giants to win. You know what? If it involves me eating dog poop to make the bet, I'll gladly do it. So
it worked last time.
I'm not eating dog poop. We'll take the Buccaneers, but hopefully they win.
And with that phenomenal last game, wraps up our game picks as well as the podcast.
I'm glad that I hope this one was entertaining for you guys. I went on a little bit of a little like midlife crisis. That was a tough thing to talk about. It really that was hard.
So thank you guys for staying to the end. Once again, Ethan's video of him jumping in the pool in a suit will be dropping over Thanksgiving break. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. Any final thoughts, Ethan?
I actually, if you guys have anything you want us to say or do on Instagram, any ideas for the podcast, we're open ears. You could DM us, you could comment. We're always active on Instagram. So just if you have suggestions, leave them. Don't be afraid. Also, over this Thanksgiving break, we're gonna try and be putting out new content on Instagram. At least, like some interesting stuff. I have a couple ideas. So go follow it because I think it's worth it. I think we do a really good job on the Instagram, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
I hope you guys liked the episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys next time.